Right, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to run through the Bulgarian split squat because it is a very difficult movement to do. A lot of people find it quite difficult to stay into position, get balance and to perform it correctly and safely. So we're going to show some progressions, ways to make it easier, regressions, and also different ways that you can set up to bias different muscle groups. So we're going to look at how you can bias more quads and also onto the hamstrings and glutes. So if Alice takes the position, puts her foot back up onto this elevated position here. Now, if we're going to bias the quads, we want a lot of knee flexion, or as much knee flexion as we can get. So we want the knee to move forwards over the toes. So as she moves down, staying in her range of movement, and back up, she's going to bias more of the quads. So as we said, we want the knee travelling forwards as we come down as far as she feels comfortable to, and then back up. We're going to get quad. If the knee isn't travelling forwards, then we can bring this foot further back slightly. And as she goes through that movement again, we're going to be even more so. She's got more range of movement. So actually bringing her foot back here has helped her out more there. She's got more range of movement. She's going to hit more of those quad fibres. So go through those a couple times. That's it. Now she's finding it difficult to stay in position. She can get a dowel. Now that's not there to help her push up, but it's just there for her for stability. So she moves down again. Now she's got a bit more stability and she can still drive through the leg, still drive through her heel to mid-foot, but the dowel is just there to steady her and keep her in position. So that's a regression. Also with range of movement, she'd obviously need a higher plate here, but if she is unable to get to the floor, put your foot flat on the floor. Okay, her knee will be able to hit something. All right, this is still a bit too low for Alice, but if you've got a client or someone, if you can't move through that whole range, elevating the floor slightly is going to help her and more stability get into that bottom position. Now, if we want to hit more hamstrings and glutes, we're going to start moving that foot away a bit. So not too much, Alice. So take that back foot onto the elevation first. Now as she goes through this position now, as you can see, she's taken the foot further forwards. There's less flexion from the knee and more flexion from the hip. The shin at the bottom position is pretty much upright. Okay, so we've got more extension from the hamstrings, more extension from the hip and the glutes. The other thing that she can do here as well is she can lean forwards as she moves through. Now she's got more extension from the glute as she moves through. Okay, so just by taking that foot further forwards, allowing less flexion from the knee and more flexion from the hip, she's going to target more hamstrings and glutes. Now obviously then if we want to take that forwards even more, she can grab a dumbbell in her right hand and take her right leg back. That's it. Now obviously where the foot position is now, it's going to focus more on the hamstring and glute. She's going to lean forwards. That's it, and drive through. And she's going to target the glute on the left side and the hamstring here. Drive through. Okay? And it's nice and comfortable to hold the dumbbell in that opposite hand, so it's out of the way. It's not going to hit your leg or anything there. Okay? And relax. So there you go, guys. Depending on where you place your foot, will target different areas. A narrower stance will target more of your quad. A wider stance will target more of your hamstrings and glutes.